saying Tank and Ryan Garcia did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. I sent that to some people. Lion Killer told me it wasn't on Trapology yet, so it's not official. Reached out to some people in Vegas. Two people with knowledge. One being Rick Glazer said it's not true. Somebody hit Rick up for me. And another one being, I can't say his name, but he said it wasn't true. So didn't get the exact number. They said the gate did 22.8, so that would be the fourth biggest gate in Las Vegas. But I'm not sure if any of these numbers are official. So you have to wait and look up the record book. So if they saying it did 1.2, Keith Idec reporting it. I think they all getting that from Keith Idec. Which you got to understand, Keith Idec works for Boxer Scene. Boxer Scene is a subsidiary of Viacom, which Showtime is a business up under Viacom umbrella as well too. Also, I don't know if they count the Zone pay-per-views because a lot of people got blacked out of the Zone, and the Zone has not issued a statement about refunding people, so I don't know where that's at in the buys. If I was a bet man, I would say it did 700,000. Just if I'm a bet man looking at that number, I'm gonna say it did 700, at the most 800,000. Just knowing how they report the numbers, I'm gonna say it's around 600,000 or 700,000. That's just my opinion, but that's still a great number. To do that number, if they did anywhere near those numbers at lightweight, that's phenomenal. Remember they take the revenue up too by $15. So they got additional $15 on the the going rate is 7, additional 10 if the going rate is 75. So they got an additional $10 too. So let's talk about it. Check out the Box Room playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Hold 9. So yeah, I don't believe it did 1.2, but like I said, like Lion Killer told me, it should pop up on Trapology once it's official. I'm pretty sure it should be in the Vegas, archives or some shit like that. About the gate and all that. I know they was giving tickets away, but even with them giving tickets away, the tickets was priced so high, it's like, it's believable, especially with inflation and everything going on. But to me, 600, 700, 800, 1.2 is a tremendous amount of success, especially when they did 1.2 and they ticked the dollar up $10. 600, 700,000 is tremendous success, especially when you start talking about smaller weight classes. I mean, that might be the highest, 600, 700 might be the highest pay-per-view under 147 pounds, especially in the last 20-some years, right? 15, I can't think of another, lightweight box. Maybe Chavez Pernell Whitaker, but that was over 20 years ago. So yeah, man, 600-700 is still a good number. I think that's kind of the real number there. Like I said, I told y'all the two people, one of the two, was it 3? Well, one of the two people saying it wasn't true. So, one of them has a bias towards Tank too. So, I'm thinking more 600,000-700,000. They always put out a number that's higher than the actual number, and they can't put it out because they are, I think, a publicly traded company. So, whatever they officially put out got to be the truth. So, but yeah, shit. 600,000-700,000 if it did 1.2. The question now is, it's a success regardless. 600, 700, 8, wherever it fell out. It's a success regardless. It's a couple questions come to mind with this being successful. Is, do Tank want to continue to get a taste of this? Or does he, continue to go back to picking and choosing his fights and hope that the retention rate of the 700, 800,000, 1.2, whatever you want to call it, continues just to buy his fights because he's exciting? I mean, it wasn't his fault that the fight didn't live up to the hype. Even though he still got a knockout. I think it was supposed to be a more competitive, or at least a more exciting fight, and Ryan Garcia didn't make it didn't make it an exciting fight. And that wasn't on his fault, but he still delivered a knockout. That's what people want to see. He delivered a knockdown. So they be banking on retention no matter who he fight next? Or is it like, come on, we want to keep stepping it up, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson? Or is it like, okay, let's set up the rematch. Let's have Ryan Garcia go out there, fight Rolly, get the belt from Rolly, say he looked good versus Rolly, and then say, well, without the rehydration clause, I think Ryan Garcia is a threat, and I think he could beat Tank and do the rematch that way. And I think the rehydration clause and the catch weight, I think it might have been a ploy to redo the rematch. I think it might have been a ploy to justify the rematch. But now they got to get Rolly that belt, get Ryan Garcia to fight Rolly and get that belt off Rolly, and then they can do the rematch 140, no rehydration clause. And now Ryan can say, well, you know what? I could take the body shot. I couldn't take it before because I was drained and I was weak in the knees and I had noodle legs. And now that I'm bigger, stronger, I'm vicious. You've seen what I could do at 140. You've seen what I do to Rolly, a guy that he struggled with. I got him out of here, and now they can justify the rematch. I think that's how they can play it. But the question is, can they get Ryan Garcia in the ring quick enough to get a quick tune-up? And then at the end of the year, can they get Ryan Garcia in there with Rolly for the belt? And if he can get that belt off Rolly, then next year around the same time, they probably could do Cinco de Mayo, push Canelo off, and do the rematch. This time it's for a belt. Ryan Garcia becomes a world champion. It's for a belt, no rehydration clause, no catch weight, straight 40, and that's the selling point. The rehydration clause could be a means to a rematch the whole time. I don't know if that's really if they sophisticated like that to do it, but I definitely think they try to find a rematch. But he gotta be Rolly, so I don't think that's out the realm of possibility. Him be Roy Boley. They both suck ass, but but like I said before, definitely want to try to do a rematch. I think that supersedes them trying to do a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson a fight. But the thing is, if he can keep it moving name basis wise, and he got to build off that with Devin, with Shakur, a Ryan rematch. He got to build off that when he come back to get them names up there. But I think it was 600,000-700,000 just off a gut feeling, no inside information. Nobody gives you an exact number, but that's what I think it was. But only they really know. It's up to them. Obviously, a lot of people's talking, a lot of people's buzzing about the fight. So I'm gonna just say I thought it was 700,000, 700, 800 possibly. So, but we'll see. We'll see. But I think the question is, how do we build off of it? And I think Rolly is a huge part of this. And what if Rolly beat him? Then can you justify Rolly beating Ryan Garcia? Then it don't work. But Gervonta just got to continue to build off this with names and popular fights, because his uphill battle is the division he at and he competing at. Anything under 47, I think it should be illegal to be on pay-per-view. Obviously, he looks to be the exception to the rule. So, but yeah, he got to build off the names. You got to keep fighting good names and names people want to see him in there with. And that's just going to keep his retention rate going. It's going to keep the crowd growing. And I think with Devin in there, I think it's a different... I think the history speaks for itself. I think it gives a better all access. I think it gives better trash talking. But Devin got to get past Lomachenko, just as Ryan would have to get past Rolly. So I think Shakur got to continue to get his weight up. He got to touch a belt. He got to touch some belts. He got to continue to build off he need an opponent to help him kind of sprout a little bit more. He need an opponent to kind of take him to the next level. And I don't really see one at 30. I don't see one at 35 right now, not named Devin Haney, outside of Tank, and I don't see one at 40 neither. If less T.O. win, but T.O. saying this is his last fight. He talking reckless over there. But we have to wait and see. But I think Shakur just got to continue to bang out the East Coast, and they'll do the rest. Because people naturally gonna want to see Jersey and Baltimore. So we'll see. But I think he need a dance partner to take him to that next level. So, but natural progression for him is Devin, let Rolly and Ryan fight for that belt, and turn around and fight the winner of that fight. That's the natural progression they should go through. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Either way, I think it's tremendous numbers. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the Box Rumor playlist. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.